All right, so where we are right now, there's a sabha by the Samajwadi Party candidate Harinder Malik right behind me. But having said that, it is quite a pitched battle in Muzaffarnagar this time. But let's move on to all the political heat emanating from the national capital. A big setback for the Aam Aadmi Party where it came down to the High Court today. A scathing order coming in from the High Court, though the Aam Aadmi Party has now approached the Supreme Court where its plea, Arvind Kejriwal's plea is concerned. But to take you through the Delhi High Court order rejecting Arvind Kejriwal's plea against ED arrest. Delhi High Court in its verdict made some stunning observations against Delhi CM, terming the arrest as illegal. Justice Swarnakanta Sharma observed that Kejriwal conspired with others and was involved in taking kickbacks as AAP convener. The money trail to Goa election was established and statement of approvers cannot be questioned. Now, AAP is exploring legal options and will approach the top court of the country immediately. Meanwhile, BJP has also upped the ante where the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned.
आज जो फैसला आया वो फैसला जज ने बहुत मेहनत के बाद, सारा एविडेंस देखने के बाद, केस फाइल देखने के बाद, सारी जांच करने के बाद जजमेंट दिया है और न्याय किया है। और कोर्ट ने ये भी कहा है कि एविडेंस मिला है और एविडेंस जो है मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग और मनी ट्रेल पूरा मिला है। ये सारी जिक्र जो है, ये सारा जिक्र जो है जजमेंट में है। अभी मैंने जजमेंट पढ़ा नहीं है, जजमेंट मेरे हाथ में आएगा, पढ़ूंगा, उसके बाद मैं विशेष टिप्पणी करूंगा। कोर्ट ने कहा कि नहीं, ये जो है ईडी और अरविंद केजरीवाल के बीच की मैटर है, इसमें सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट कहीं नहीं आती है।
पूरा का पूरा मामला भारत की राजनीति में आजादी के बाद से लेके सबसे बड़ा राजनीतिक षड्यंत्र है। शरद रेड्डी 12 बयान उसके लिए जाते हैं, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी के बारे में एक शब्द नहीं बोलता, अंतिम 2 बयान में बोलता है, 10 बयान में नहीं बोलता। और जैसे ही 2 बयान में वो नाम लेता है केजरीवाल जी का, उसको तुरंत बेल मिल जाती है और वो छूट जाता है कमर दर्द के नाम पे। क्या आप मुझे जरा बताइए कि जब 60 करोड़ का सीधा मनी ट्रेल तुम्हारे खिलाफ मिल गया तो तुम्हारे नेताओं से पूछताछ ईडी और सीबीआई क्यों नहीं कर रही?
माननीय न्यायालय ने जो अभी मीडिया में प्राप्त सूचना उसके अनुसार यह बिंदु स्पष्ट कहा है, कोर्ट क्लैरिफाइज दैट द पिटीशन इज फॉर डिसाइडिंग द अरेस्ट इज इलीगल. Material collected by the ED reveals that the Kejriwal conspired was involved in formulation of excise policy.
आज जो फैसला हाई कोर्ट का आया है, कोर्ट है, कोर्ट के इंस्टीट्यूशन है, इंस्टीट्यूशन का हम सम्मान करते हैं और हम सम्मान पूर्वक ये कहना चाहते हैं कि हम इस फैसले से सहमत नहीं हैं और इस फैसले के खिलाफ हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाएंगे और सुप्रीम कोर्ट के अंदर अपनी बात रखेंगे।
All right, joining me for more, Shrishti Ojha, of what really went down in High Court today and what is going to be the next course of action legally for the Aam Aadmi Party. Shreya Chatterjee bringing us the perspective of the Aam Aadmi Party. Shrishti, take us through what happened in court, scathing observations by the judge.
Well, definitely, Preeti, a huge setback for Delhi's Chief Minister and also the Aam Aadmi Party in the sense that Mr. Kejriwal did not get the relief that he was seeking from court, which was that his arrest and remand to ED be held illegal. But in addition to that, the High Court's gone a step ahead and made some really strong observations, scathing remarks against Mr. Kejriwal with regard to his involvement in the alleged Delhi liquor policy scam. Now, let's see if we take a look at the High Court's remarks and compare them to the arguments that were made by on behalf of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal's lawyers. Firstly, they had questioned the legality of the arrest. The High Court has clearly said that all the mandates of law were followed by the Enforcement Directorate as far as his arrest and his remand is concerned. Secondly, they had questioned the necessity to arrest. High Court again clearly said that the Enforcement Directorate was in possession of enough material to arrest Mr. Kejriwal. Not just that, High Court also said that the non-cooperation by Mr. Arvind Kejriwal in participating in the probe was also a contributing factor to his arrest. The High Court was referring to Mr. Arvind Kejriwal not complying with the summons and not appearing before ED when he was asked by ED, when he was summoned by ED and he was asked to appear before the probe agencies. Thirdly, coming to the political aspect of it, the court has also commented on that and said that political considerations cannot be brought to court. In clear words, court has said the case is not between the central government and Arvind Kejriwal. It's a case between ED and Mr. Kejriwal, and such political, the court is not bothered by any political affiliations, and therefore such statements or submissions should not be brought before court. Courts also said that, you can't bring the court cannot have a separate law. We can't have a separate law for common citizens and a separate law for to give special privileges to a sitting chief minister. So court has clearly not agreed with any of the submissions that were made by Mr. Arvind Kejriwal's lawyers to prove that his arrest was illegal. It will be important, as we are hearing, he will be challenging this order before the Supreme Court, and that will be very crucial because we saw what happened in Mr. Sanjay Singh's case as well. High Court had given a similar order holding that his arrest was illegal, but ultimately Supreme Court has posed some tough direct questions to ED, and ED had in fact willingly granted Mr. Sanjay Singh a concession. Back to you.
Well, you're right there, Shrishti, because the High Court had given, with the same judge, very similar order in the case of Sanjay Singh, and then we know what happened where the Supreme Court is concerned. Let's quickly bring in Shreya Chatterjee into this conversation. Shreya, the Aam Aadmi Party has immediately moved Supreme Court. They are looking for an urgent hearing. What more can you pick up from them?
Preeti, that is the strategy of the Aam Aadmi Party right now. They have moved to Supreme Court challenging the order that is coming from the High Court, and very categorically what Shrishti was pointing it out, because they're basing it on how it transpired for Sanjay Singh. They're hoping that in the similar manner they could just get some recourse for Arvind Kejriwal from the Apex Court. Having said that, it's also important to point out that when Sanjay Singh's order was given by the Supreme Court, the court very particularly said that this cannot be a precedent. So whether or not the Aam Aadmi Party will get any relief from the Supreme Court is a different thing, but it seems to be the next move by the Aam Aadmi Party. And despite the scathing remark from the High Court on the approvers part, where Arvind Kejriwal was casting aspersions, we clearly see that the Aam Aadmi Party is not backing out. They still suggest that there have been changes in the statements only at the behest of a political collusion at the behest of the centre. So that's something that the Aam Aadmi Party continues to have.
All right, Shrishti and Shreya, appreciate both of you ladies for joining us. We're going to keep a keen eye on all developments. The Aam Aadmi Party approached the Supreme Court, but having said that, Supreme Court is only on tomorrow. After that, there's a 3-day holiday where the Supreme Court is concerned. So let's see what goes down there.